Yeah, certainly in 2024, we did, as you mentioned earlier, see a little bit more influence of AI in a cyber attack, particularly around the sophistication of phishing emails and how authentic they look, right? The ability to generate these quickly. I think, especially from Black Panda's perspective, we focus more on the mass market and the everyday type of cyber attack versus the headlining nation-state, very advanced attacks. And so the thing that we really see impacting is more along the lines of the everyday criminal being able to escalate their capabilities in terms of cyber attack. And again, phishing remains to be the number one infiltration technique, getting somebody to click on something accidentally, and it's just looking more and more real and harder to distinguish.
So I'm curious, I was going to ask you about what the first line of defense should be, et cetera, but you're actually at the back end, right? You're first responders at Black Panda. So when something like this happens, right, what do you do for companies, clients?
Yeah, fantastic.
That get hit like that? Great
point, Martin. I like to make the argument that we're the first line of defense, right? When you think about the most basic level of security in the physical world that we enjoy, everyone enjoys emergency response or first response, right? You don't need to own a business, a house. You can be homeless, and you can call 995 here in Singapore or 911 in the States, and somebody will help. So I always think of that as the first line of defense in terms of what you should have in place. But certainly from that aspect, us being in place, we get to see the type of incidents that happen across the region and confirm them from our digital forensics. So at Black Panda, we saw roughly over 60 complex cyber attacks in Hong Kong and Singapore in 2024, and predominantly still the type of attack we see is ransomware, right? And that's where the attacker comes in, encrypts the network, and you receive a anonymous message that you owe $500,000 in Bitcoin or you'll never see your data again. This is the equivalent of kidnapping your company and holding you for ransom, right? It's the same thing. It's an extortion motion. This is the predominant attack that we see, and almost always from our data, we're seeing that it's still from the basic vulnerabilities of, for example, remote desk protocols that are still open, or credentials that are leaked, or misconfigured VPNs, virtual private networks that are facing. So it's still these basic remote access protocols that are leading to cyber attack.
So